Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing this cute little gingerbread bow with dripping icing. The supplies you are going to need are the template that I linked below. It is a 4-part template: the center, the spikes, the dripping topper, and the loop itself, all of which I have cut out already. You're going to need the clip of your choice. You're also going to need a couple more things. Scissors, obviously. You are going to need your glue gun. You're going to need a lighter. And you are also going to need some rickrack. This I just got at Walmart. It comes in a 3-yard package. And I think I maybe paid $2 for this. And you really don't even need a whole lot. As you can see, it's just little pieces along there. But to aid in the correct placement of it, you are also going to need some clips. Single prong, double prong, doesn't really matter. I have both in here, but you're going to need those to help hold them together while you glue. So, to start, you're going to need to make sure all of your pieces are cut out, obviously. And these are the pieces you're going to need. I cut everything except for the dripping icing topper in brown, solely because I knew I was going to add the white rickrack, and any other color would kind of just pull from it. So I would recommend, if you're going to do this, to do it all in one color except for the icing. Make sure the icing and the rickrack do match, however. And you're going to glue the tabs to the center, whether you put glue in the center or on the tabs, your choice. It's all about personal preference, as long as the end goal is the same. I don't recommend gluing this completely down until you have reached the ends. What I do is I glue along the top and the middle, and that's it. I learned from this one that these will pop up no matter what you do, and it's harder to get it in the proper shape. So we're going to try this to where we only glue along the top edge. This will hold it down while you make it, and then you can glue down the little icing drips when you are finished with the bow. Probably should have thought that through. Okay, don't do what I just did. Glue it in sections, because I'm going to have to redo this. I think, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to have to add more glue. So let's try that again. Glue down the center. I'm leaving these bloopers in, by the way, solely because I want you guys to see that bow making is not perfect. You will make mistakes. There will be plenty of them. So I like to leave my mistakes in so you guys realize that you too will make them. There's a little bit of glue seepage right here. Don't worry about it too much, because you're going to end up covering that with the center strip anyway. And slowly start adding glue and wrapping this around, making sure that the top ends meet, and following the curve around. Yeah, definitely don't do what I did at first and glue it all down. I really do not know what I was thinking, but we see how well that worked out. So. Again, make sure your top edges line up and glue all the way around back. This is so much better than the first one I did where I glued everything down, because as you can see, we're getting a nice loop effect. So we're going to put that aside for right now. And we're going to add the clip and center strip to the back. Again, this is just another one of the 2 3/4 inch alligator clips. I use these a lot, honestly. They're a good size for most of the French bows. Alright, that is secure, and now you are going to glue the center strip in. As I say every time in my videos, it's best to glue the center strip in now where it's just the base, because you can get your finger in there and really pinch down to make sure that it is fully adhered. Alright, now we're going to give a little bit of glue there in the center. And you're going to take the loops and the topper, glue that down, make sure it is centered. And push down so that it fully sticks. And then just wrap the center around. I like to get a nice tight center and make sure that nothing is going anywhere. Let's see, that's as tight as I like my center. Up to you, personal preference, but I found a nice tight center really does help hold the bow together. Girls are notoriously rough on hair accessories, so this gives you a little bit of protection on keeping everything together. Little dollop of glue in the center. Close the clip again. If you have any glue that just needs to be cleaned up, now is the time to do it. I have a whole lot there. And it's okay if the clip does come off while you're trying to pull the glue. Just run a lighter over the back and re-stick it. That just means I didn't press down hard enough in that area for it to pop back up. That's all. Again, I leave my mistakes in so that you guys can see and learn from my mistakes so that you don't make the same ones. Now, with the faux leather center, I do like to run my lighter over it and kind of melt the material together. So there's that. You can leave it like that. However, I do like the way this looks. It looks a little plain here for me. So if you like the way it looks here, stop here don't go any further. You don't need rickrack, and you don't need to do the next steps. However, if you want it to look like this, please stay. And you don't need a whole lot of rickrack, honestly. And you're just going to place it along the V-cut on the spikes. I do let a little overhang. It makes it easier when I'm gluing if I have a little bit to grip onto. I'm actually going to give myself a little bit more because I am going to allow the curves in the rickrack to help me out here. Bring up the other side and clip it in the exact same way. Single prongs usually work best for me for clipping this portion, but if you are a die-hard double prong girl and do not have any singles, use the doubles. It's all about personal preference here. I'm just doing a little bit of readjusting. If you find that it's not laying the way you want it to, like it is for me, it did this with the last one. And you can clip the center as well. And then bring it up. This way it gives you the exact perfect shape that you are envisioning when you do this. So that's mine clipped. And we are going to start gluing. And what I do is I peel back one clip at a time. You're going to want to be very careful with this because there's not a whole lot of room on your rickrack to put hot glue. And the reason why we left a little tail is so that I have something to pinch to help maneuver. And if you have any glue that has spilled, feel free to take one of those handy dandy orange sticks that I have mentioned in several videos that are a great tool to have for this reason. And just use it to get out the glue. I'm going to cut this off right now. And then I will take my lighter and just heat seal because that is a frayable material. And glue little by little. You can always go back in to put more in. However, if you put too much glue down, it's harder to take it back. And just add a little tiny dot up there at the top. And that side is done. I will go back and clean up once I've gotten rid of the excess. I'll cut straight across and then trim down, solely because cutting straight across is going to leave that straight edge for the next side. Now, if you don't want to use the orange stick and you're very careful, run a lighter across it. I would, however, recommend not focusing too much with the lighter, just getting it back as far as you can, and then either going in with your nail or the orange stick to pull out any glue that does not belong there. So that is side number one. You're going to repeat the process that we just did on the other side, making sure to heat seal the rickrack for the next pass. And again, you're going to lay this down, give yourself a tail initially, and clip as you go. These clips really do help keep it in place so that you can get the right shape. So that it looks really good on this bow, because I think the rickrack does really make it look like gingerbread. We're going to take that first clip off and again go around very carefully. And run glue along the rickrack. This is where that tail comes in handy because you have a piece to hold. And if you're not like me and have been careful and not put hot glue on the tip, you won't be burning your finger. However, if you are like me, you'll burn your finger a little bit. It's fine. It's all part of bow making. Clip off the extra. Heat seal. And then you are just going to run hot glue around the rest and glue it down. Snip off straight across. And then trim the extra down to the tail. This is a lot of mess you're going to end up having to clean up, but it's worth it in the end. And there you go, guys. A adorable, sweet, lovely gingerbread French bow, complete with a whole bunch of mess. I'm gonna brush that off because it's gonna distract from showing you guys this. At this point, you can glue down the little drips if they really bother you. The back should be fine to just use hot glue. Nobody's really gonna see those. If for some reason this doesn't stick with hot glue in the front, you can always use E6000. I end up having to use that for the other bow, though. To be fair, it might have been the way I'd put it together previously. But we're going to try hot glue. See how it works. Just little dabs on the drips. pinch it together. Again, you can use hot glue to do this, or you can use E6000, your choice. I've never used super glue, crazy glue, things like that, so I don't know how well it's going to stick. If you have used either on this material, which this is glitter canvas on faux leather, please comment down below and let everybody know how well it worked for you. I have only ever used hot glue or E6000. So there you guys go. You have a pair of very lovely gingerbread bows. Would make cute pigtail bows. Also very adorable sister bows. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those down below. If you like this video, please click like. If you know somebody who would enjoy this, please share it. Both really help with the algorithm. If you have not subscribed to the channel already, there is a subscribe button somewhere around here. Right next to it is a bell. Click the bell, set your notifications to all so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down in the box below. The description box will have any pertinent information you need for this when it comes to links, supplies, whatever. And if you have any video suggestions, please leave those down below as well. Or you can contact us on our Instagram page and you can leave it there. The video after this is not going to be a Christmas video. I am going to be recreating one of my original bows. I do not have the original bow, but I do have a picture, and that will be posted up on Instagram as well. It's a very unfortunate bow, and I would like to recreate it to the best of my abilities because I just want to recreate it. I want to show you guys that your first tries are not going to be perfect. You're going to look back, and while you thought they were great then, you're going to look back later on and think that they were, oh God, which is about what I did when I saw that. So next video I will be recreating one of my very first bows. So thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.